No Man's Land will remain a public site. A call for Tobago's crime statistics to be disaggregated, and youth are urged to stay away from criminal activities.
Info
Update.
bringing you the latest
News, views, and reviews.
Along with responses
Comments and events
affecting you.
brought to you by the Information Division of the Tobago House of Assembly.
Tobagonians are being given the assurance that No Man's Land will remain a protected site. Omadara Mills has the details.
No Man's Land is a protected Ramsar site and will continue to be a public site. The Chief Secretary Orville London is giving that assurance after concerns were raised publicly about plans for a Sandals resort on the island. Mr. London says the issue of preserving Tobago's natural environment was dealt with previously when Angostura Holdings showed interest in the area in the early 2000s.
There is nothing that is creating concern among Tobagonians that we should be concerned about because these issues have been dealt with. And it has been very clear, it was clear at that point in time, and it is clear at this point in time that No Man's Land will always be a public space.
Mr. London says Sandals has proposed 3 areas for a resort, including Golden Grove Estate and Buku Estate. The Chief Secretary says talks are still in the early stages and no decisions have been taken as to what a possible resort will look like. Mr. London adds that no matter what is decided, the area will remain protected.
I want you to bear in mind that most of that area is what is called a Ramsar site. And a Ramsar site is not just national, there are international regulations as to how you treat with a Ramsar site.
Mr. London is also calling for balance, as he says having such a resort in Tobago will have a positive impact on the island's tourism sector. I'm Omadara Mills for Info Update.
There's a call to have Tobago's crime statistics considered separately. Kern de Freitas has more.
Chief Secretary Mr. Orville London says he's concerned with a recent news article that ranks Trinidad and Tobago 7th among the top 10 countries with high crime ratings. Mr. London says he is concerned about the impact of the article, particularly the following quote.
Trinidad and Tobago both have an epidemic of gang-related crime. While not nearly as violent as the previously mentioned nation at a murder rate, it does tend to have more thefts occurring within its borders.
Mr. London says he has asked Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police, Garfield Moore, to provide separate statistics on crime in Trinidad and crime in Tobago. The Chief Secretary believes those figures will show the article's intent is to shred the image of Destination Tobago.
We as Tobagonians should realize that when compared to most other islands in the region and maybe most other countries in the world, Tobago is relatively crime-free.
Mr. London is repeating his call for Tobago's crime figures to be disaggregated from the national crime statistics. I'm Kern de Freitas for Info Update.
The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is encouraging young Tobagonians to choose positive activities and avoid the pitfalls of crime. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service gave young Tobagonians this advice during its lecture on youth crime and violence. Acting Senior Superintendent Joanne Archie of the Tobago Police Division says technology can be both helpful and harmful to our future young leaders.
There is a wealth of information that you all are exposed to on social media, on the internet. But yet we are seeing where young people are choosing the negative to highlight out there. You want to capture a fight in progress, and there are so many other positives that we can pick up on.
Ms. Archie says Tobago has several police youth clubs, and she's urging young people to get involved in such positive programs. Vision and Mission founder Wayne Chance, who formed the organization after leaving prison, also spoke to the youngsters, urging them to use their vision of where they want to go in the future so they won't be influenced down the wrong path. I'm Josanne Brassi, and you've been listening to Info Update.